For my advocacy project, I wrote an op-ed on the other raging pandemic in America right now, the epidemic of loneliness in the elderly. I chose this topic as I feel like it's a silent pandemic that has not received the attention or funding it deserves. Recent research has found that 1/3 to 1/2 of all the elderly population report feelings of pervasive loneliness. The U.S. population is aging at an accelerated rate, with the number of Americans 65 years of age and older is projected to double by 2060. This will result in almost 25% of the U.S. population at severe risk for loneliness. Older adults are at increased risk for loneliness due to living alone, the loss of family and friends, chronic illness, and hearing loss. Recent research has found overwhelming associations between loneliness and elevated rates of illness and disease and impaired mobility and decreasing quality of life. Loneliness has also been found to be correlated with an increased rate of death. On a local level, lonely and isolated elderly are less likely to be engaged in their community and contribute to their surrounding areas. In this op-ed, I also make mention of the enormous financial costs associated with loneliness. The impact of loneliness in the elderly has staggering financial implications, with recent Medicare spending data found that loneliness and its associated negative health effects result in almost $7 billion in additional federal funding yearly. The Medicare costs of social isolation were comparable to other chronic diseases such as arthritis, high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes. I included the financial ramifications of loneliness because, while unfortunate, many times when you can't appeal to a person's humanity, you can appeal to their wallet, and that this is an issue that impacts every person financially. I also included in my op-ed information about current technological initiatives that have been found to be helpful in reducing feelings of loneliness in the elderly. Technology has received a lot of blame for fracturing our society and isolating younger generations. However, for older people, accessible, easy-to-use technology is an effective way to reduce feelings of loneliness and increase connection. There have been a few socially motivated tech startups, such as the Ageless Innovation, that are committed to developing age-friendly technology. Here's a short clip of the Joy for All companion pets by Ageless Innovation and how they are received by elderly users.
It makes you feel happy.
Joy for All companion pets make joy, comfort, and companionship happen.
They make you feel that you're not alone.
Why an op-ed? I chose an op-ed because it's a powerful way to articulate your opinion. I knew it would allow me to utilize elements of education and persuasion and connect with people on many different levels. It is also a great way to educate readers about an issue in a concise way. As Hoeffler stated in our textbook, many times lack of urgency or involvement in a policy issue is simply due to a lack of knowledge about it. I want to engage readers across the spectrum on why this is an issue that deserves their attention. My writing utilizes a persuasive strategy. By clearly articulating the facts on how many in the elderly population are consumed by the feelings of loneliness, I can attempt to appeal to my readers' sense of humanity. I counter any resistance of why we should not engage in this issue by providing data regarding the financial liability of loneliness and how we cannot afford to not do anything about this crisis. In my op-ed, I wanted to clearly articulate why this is an issue that everyone needs to be concerned about by using data. The issue of loneliness in the elderly is not a them issue, it is an us issue that impacts almost every single person, whether on a personal or societal level. Recommendations. I began my op-ed by framing the issue for the reader on a personal, community, societal, financial level, laying out that reduced quality of life and death by loneliness does not have to be an accepted status quo for the elderly in our society. In my op-ed, I appealed for support for the Older American Social Isolation and Loneliness Prevention Act, which provides emergency financial support for programs that improve social connectedness and address the health impacts of loneliness. This $100 million act includes funding for home and community-based services for older adults, focusing on preventing and mitigating the negative effects of social isolation and loneliness, purchase of companion technology, and funding to address the unique health effects of social isolation on minority aging population. This bill failed to pass in a previous session of Congress, but can be reintroduced in this next session. I encourage my reader to not make loneliness in the elderly a political issue and help protect our most vulnerable citizens from a preventable and treatable affliction. I wanted to appeal to my readers' sense of humanity, asking for us all to come together to bring loneliness to the forefront of our conversations and make it an integral part of our public policy and social agenda. I urge them to reach out to their congressperson and voice their support for this important legislation, as well as other age-friendly policies that will allow our elderly to lead more connected and fulfilling lives. It is my hope that my op-ed educated and empowered my readers to be change makers in combating elderly loneliness.